Hello everybody, BrioS here, and for you guys today I have the latest mech released by PGI, and this big sexy boy is one of the most requested mechs by the community, and PGI finally got it into the game after some work. And if you're not familiar with this chunky boy, this is the 100-ton clan assault mech. It's a battle mech by the way, the Stone Rhino. And the variant I have for you guys today is the Dash 6. It says bracket S because this is the special edition, which gives you a nice 30% C-bill bonus. It says 35 because I added a cockpit item, which gives an additional 5%. And the 6th variant is the one with lots of energy hardpoints in the side torsos and one in the head, nothing in the arms, and the arms are very unique, being kind of like huge walls, good for shielding, and nothing much in them. Pretty interesting, kind of unique geometry. And the Dash 6 has these huge dorsal mounts, high mounted, 4 of them, 4 energy hardpoints high mounted. So it's not a bad variant. Honestly, I'm not a big fan of assault mechs. I do pretty badly in them, but I found this pretty unique, and I'll show you why. So the Dash 6 variant I'm running is pretty unique because I am boating standard heatsinks. It's one of those builds that are very rare, which I decided to make a standard heatsink boat. And I think a lot of people are doing this because you have lots of energy outpoints in the side torsos and, well, a lot of tonnage. So, yep, 30 standard heatsinks, which gives me a huge capacity but pretty mediocre dissipation. That's what standard heatsinks are used for, high heat capacity. And with that, I'm able to boat a lot of weapons. In fact, for each side torso, I have 2 large pulse lasers and 5 ER medium lasers, which is basically a medium mech or heavy mech. So it's 1 heavy mech per side torso. So total of 4 large pulse lasers and 10 in the 10 ER medium lasers in the side torso. Side torso, sorry about that. And 1 extra ER medium laser in the head. This gives it a very massive alpha of 118. So if you're able to fire them, stagger them in 2 groups, left group, right group kind of thing, you can deal 118 points of damage, which is a very massive amount of damage. It has 1 jump jet, giving it some mobility, and a TCOM Mark 1 to boost the range of the lasers, all of them. And with an XL350 engine, it reaches a very decent speed of 56.7. Like I said, I'm not good at all. You almost never see me in a direwolf, and the Stone Rhino is basically, well, repackaged direwolf, to be really honest. So yeah, but I hope you guys probably can get a better mileage out of this spec. And if you look at the quirks, here, it doesn't get much quirks, just a ER, or rather a medium laser family laser HSL plus 1. So you could actually fire 7 ER medium lasers without generating ghost heat. No big deal. I don't really use this in this build. It gets a lot of armor quirks, but the side torsos are huge, so most of the fire goes to the side torsos. And even though I have 119 front loaded with 3 in the rear, yeah, they go pretty fast. Anyway, let's get down to the skills. So for this particular mech, of course, I don't need cooldown skills. I can actually fire both groups, one side and the other side, without getting 100%. I think it goes up to about 85% if you stagger them in 2 groups. But that will make me heat capped, so you don't need cooldown. Getting all the range and all the heat gen node gives me 15% increase in range and an 8.4% reduction in the heat. Very important. Also important are 4 nodes of laser duration. These are pretty standard if you're using lasers. Reduces the burn time of the lasers by 10%, which makes it easier to peek and go back into cover faster. And you deal the damage faster also. Being a big chunky boy, I might as well get all the skeletal density and all the armor hardening. Armor hardening bonuses actually multiply above, or rather they also buff the quirks. So if you're quirk for armor like this mech, this also benefits you. So 18% armor and 33% structure boost. For mobility, it's kinda slow. So I decided to get all the hard brake nodes, allowing me to decelerate faster, 5 anchor turn nodes, allowing me to turn just a little bit faster so I can stop and turn into cover. So that gives me a 24.5% increase to deceleration and a 30% turn rate. And this build is really hot, so I got 5 nodes of overheat damage. That gives me 20% less damage when I overheat. Combine with the structure to soak the heat damage. You can soak quite a bit of heat damage, but don't overdo it. I tend to overdo it, so that's pretty bad. I just can't manage my heat. So anyway, back to this, talking about heat. 5 nodes of coolant to increase the heat dissipation by 10%. And if you're boating standard heat sinks, is for increased heat capacity. So you must get these 5 nodes of heat containment. That gives me 15% increase to heat capacity, which is nice actually. 3 nodes of hill climb allows me to climb hills better. Really important for big chunky boys. 1 node of radar deprivation to get the audio and visual blip when in your cockpit when enemy losers locks on you. Always useful. Advanced zoom for boomer vision, so you got picture-in-picture zoom. And finally for consumables, just a few, 5 here to get the cool shot. And well, that's it, additional cool shots. So I can mount 2 cool shots. So that's it. That's it, ladies and gents, for this big chunky boy. Like I said, I'm going to present some gameplay, which, well, it does well. Honestly, it took me a while to get the games to showcase because I have been struggling with this a bit. But maybe those dedicated assault players can get better mileage. And talking about dedicated assault players, one of the videos is going to showcase Data. That's the second showcase video. And yeah, he did well. Probably one of the top 3 players who in the game who does long-range assault mechs well. So yeah, go watch his videos. So with that being said, let's get down to the gameplay and I'll show you this big chunky boy in action. Let's go! And here I am on the new map, Ceres Scrapyard, for the very first showcase match. And what you're seeing is this map on full brightness and full gamma. And that's the in-game settings tweaked. That's because this map is way too dark. Hopefully Crackstacks, the map guy, will actually up the brightness a bit. And also in this particular match, I was streaming live on my Twitch channel, dropping your viewers and friends, namely Red Panda, Rubber Duckers, and Small Pulse. So anyway, with that being said, let's get down to some pew-pew action on this new map, which I'm not familiar with, by the way.
On the way.
New target acquired.
Target spotted.
Level critical.
Yep, shitloads Charlie 4.
New target acquired.
Target spotted.
Just hold, face Charlie 4, shoot stuff.
Understood.
New target acquired.
Target spotted.
New target acquired. Heat level critical. Override shutdown. Airstrike online. Heat level critical. Override shutdown. New target acquired. Override
Oh,
shutdown.
I'm eating too much heat here.
New target acquired.
Target spotted.
Here's their push, watch out for it.
New target
Okay, I'm gonna go low, I learned not to stand up too high, too often.
New target acquired.
Target spotted.
Hold the Delta 5 Charlie 5 low.
New target
Target
acquired.
spotted. Target spotted.
If you have balls, you can go up, but I have no
Target
balls.
spotted.
New target acquired.
Target
Charlie,
spotted.
supernova, right torso. Jerry, I'm coming to you. I'm behind you.
Target
New
spotted.
target acquired.
Yeah, Echo right torso.
New target acquired.
Target spotted.
New target acquired. Heat level critical. Override shutdown.
Hot, hot.
Target spotted.
Cooking too much here.
Target spotted.
This side is a nice side. They're not well
Target
prepared.
Acquired. Target destroyed.
Target
New
spotted.
target
Target
acquired.
spotted.
Heat level critical.
Target
Supernova
spotted.
Delta, one more shot.
Need assistance.
Target destroyed.
Nice, move
Heat
in.
level critical. New target acquired. New target acquired. Heat level critical. Override shutdown.
I'm just eating heat here.
Feel kind of
New
disabled
target
right now.
acquired.
How are we 3-4? Do we trade that back?
Heat level critical. Override shutdown. New target acquired.
Turn left, Charlie 4 side. 2 heavies down low.
Golf sniper,
target
probably.
Jaguar Golf is one shot. But don't fixate on the right, there are a few.
New target acquired. Target destroyed.
Target spotted.
New target acquired. Target acquired.
Oof. Might go down.
New target
Target
acquired.
spotted. Target spotted.
hot, hot.
Target acquired.
Oh, this is a nice match for me. Okay, this side is not too bad. This side of the map. Delta 4, thereabouts. Okay. So you got one?
I'm quite curious how much damage I do
Me too.
for not being able to walk properly.
The alpha on this is insane.
Warning incoming missile. Heat level critical. Override shutdown.
No, there goes my torso.
Left arm destroyed.
This guy's gonna farm me.
Center torso critical damage.
Cooking.
Large pulse laser destroyed.
Yes, little Hanchi, shoot me while my team
Destroyed.
ignores you. Yes,
Right
yes.
torso critical damage.
There, he's still there.
Target acquired.
No, no, no.
Target destroyed.
No. 1 second. I survived somehow. I think heat skills would be really useful for this. Overheat damage and stuff. 9 to 8 is not too bad. I thought I broke 1k honestly. 4 kills though.
500 something.
Yep. Decent, decent. And here I am on Cannon Network Domination for the second showcase match. My team actually got the good spawn, and the best strat would have been to go left towards Delta 5 high ground and Charlie 6 firing into the circle and smashing the enemy. But I wasn't using my mic, and I wanted to see how the team did things. And as usual, as expected, they just rushed forward straight into the circle. And by the way, let me talk about domination. Domination, people always think you should step into the circle and hold it for the whole game, but that's a wrong way to play it. Don't forget you can always step in later, and also you can shoot mechs in the circle to stop the timer. And yeah, so anyway, by going straight like what the team did, as you can see, we funneled into Delta 3, Delta 4 low ground, which is one of the worst spots in the map. And by the time you reach Delta 4, everybody set up around you and just, it's prime farming spot. So anyway, we'll see how it goes. And by the way, on the other side, Data was in Stone Rhino. I consider Data one of the top 3 assault range players. And yeah, his view of this game is on his YouTube channel. I'll put the link to the video above. Pretty interesting. You gotta watch it for the salty comms. But anyway, with that being said, let's see what we can do on this map.
But they definitely have the fire line built to 5 to Charlie 5, so heads up when you peek that.
Acquired.
So as you can see from the minimap, the team is now stuck at Delta 4. Taking lerms, look at the lerms. Look at them come in. And lots of laser and gauze fire. That's Data, by the way.
Should have brought my game as sports.
Strikes come in. The best way is actually to hit right. But I'm a bit slow. Trying to use my left arm to shield. But I'm being farmed a lot.
There's a dragon pushing.
Trading armor for better position.
I think that might be a good call. That's better than the fire line.
Acquired.
Enemy team is
I'm already
just
open, but I'll
rushing
go for
us. So that's pretty interesting.
I'm heading over there. In a
Hopefully
second.
we can shoot those people who suicide in early.
Top skull. Bad build though. So.
Yep, lots of fire. Big chunky mech. This rock isn't really big.
Try to push a few
I am the
regiments, looking at
only
Delta
person
mech,
who went up
They are all
Yeah,
on the right.
there.
Good thing about this mech, if I caught a peek,
yeah. Set towards the
firing
top.
the weapons on my
Alright,
one
take
side,
your firing line.
that's a lot of firepower. 2 large pulse and 5 ER mediums
Heat
in one
level
side torso.
critical. Override shutdown.
Brutalizing that Hanchi.
New target acquired.
Now the Marauder.
Level critical.
We're gonna have Bravo Marauder. Bravo Marauder.
Airstrike.
Enemy team is just rushing us.
Target spotted.
I guess they want to farm us in the low
We're
ground,
gonna add Charlie next.
but we are punishing them.
Acquired.
Charlie Rook next.
Heat level critical.
If you look at my paper doll, I'm actually really badly damaged.
Override
CT.
shutdown.
Like I said, I traded lots of
Shit.
armor and structure to get into this good position.
Acquired.
But apparently I'm the only one who knows
Stone
this
Rhinos
position.
in front. That's me. I have no armor, so don't use me anymore.
That Marauder goes down.
But I'm gonna keep pushing.
So no need to rush them. I'm caught, I'm
There's the
hurt,
Lermec Kilo
I'm
and
alone.
Gaussy Large Laser. Echo 5, Echo 4.
Data is there, yeah, that's
Target
Data.
acquired.
Get a good hit on him.
Level critical. New target
Look at the heat.
acquired.
80+% from
Fast
firing
Lima, 4 LB10.
Stone
4
Rhino
large
and
pulse,
July, they're pushing top day.
11 ER mediums,
Heat level critical.
2 groups. This Stone Rhino doesn't see me.
Shutdown.
That's why this position is strong. I can't fire yet because I'm kind of heat capped.
Stone Rhino 6. Good job.
Chain firing my large pulses, which are already high mounted
Stone
before
Rhino
of them.
Fox.
Right shoulder off.
Don't think I can get the
Target
kill.
destroyed.
That's fine.
Roger that.
Level critical.
Target spotted.
6-2. Against the odds, we have an
Gun
advantage.
spiders up top.
But as I said, the problem with this strat is that all the people on the ridge line, Echo 4, Charlie 5, or Delta 5 rather, have a really good angle on
New
us.
target
Target
acquired.
spotted.
And that's Data in his element. Team is trying to move up
New
now.
target
Target
acquired.
spotted.
Learn boat. Yep, high mounted large pulses.
New
Back here,
target.
down
Shredding
low
a bit of
here.
armor.
Target
Target
acquired.
If
spotted.
you look at the map, we are also pretty spread out. Some at Charlie 5, some Delta 4, 1 or 2 mechs in Echo 4,
New target acquired.
one assassin there,
Target spotted. Target
Hotel
spotted.
gun spider dead. Nice. Scrapyard still down there.
2 mechs chasing him.
New target.
At this point,
Didn't
I
this
know
one just
Data's
die or
caught a
another
bit.
one?
He took a bit of damage from me. So trying to
Oh,
push
yep.
him.
Stone Rhino, Kilo.
New target
Arm
acquired.
20s.
Oh my god, dude, I'm sorry.
7-5. Enemies making a comeback.
Target destroyed.
I get some good angles here. Get 1 kill.
Acquired.
Delayed Warhorn.
Heat level
Punishing Data for doing damage to me.
shut down.
He's lost his side torsos. Just a standard engine build.
Heat level
But he
critical.
still has 1 ER large in the high mounted dorsal mount.
Left leg destroyed. Left leg damaged.
Yep.
Left torso
The assassin has somehow beat 2 mechs around him. And I'm in no state to fight him.
Need assistance.
warning.
Yep.
You recommend stick and rely on their armor
And I go down.
or weapon.
So not OP. Lights. Oh look, 952 damage. Lights and mediums are not OP. In such a position, I basically deserve to die. I was isolated caught against a triple streak 6 assassin. Team is throwing the match from 6-2, it is now 8-10. This guy is still on Delta 4. And the last one, as usual, is the Learn boat
Missile.
with 6 LB2s in the low ground. So pretty interesting match. We lost a lot of armor trying to fight our way up. We got a 6-2 advantage because the enemy suicided in. But like I said, this spot is prime spot for being farmed. So, oh look, lurbing a wall. Anyway, I think this assassin is just farming this guy. So anyway, it looks as though we lost this match. But a pretty interesting output for my build. Showing that a good position does a lot. Bad position, it's hard to recover. So anyway, let's take a look soon at the damage output. And remember, watch Data's video for the other perspective of this match. So I tried my best. 952 damage, 989 taken, 1 kill, 1 KMDD, and a decent match score of 511. Not too bad. Data farmed everybody, 1500 over damage. That's why I knew he'll upload it. Really good positioning. Somebody, Officer Flux, getting a bit salty, but I guess he just doesn't know how to play the game. Even if you don't agree with strats, don't whine so much. So that's it, ladies and gents, for this video on the Stone Rhino 6 bolting standard heatsinks for that massive heat capacity. Lots of lasers, left, right side, good for corner peeking, good for smashing the enemy. So anyway, I hope you enjoyed this video, and whatever it is, stay chill, don't have to be toxic like some people, and yeah, just enjoy the game. So until then, I will see you on the battlefield. Stay chill and ciao.